I love physical challenges. I love the sweat, the soreness, and the odd body aches associated with physical exertion. I like how we can transform our bodies simply through physical exertion. We can lower our resting heart rate, even our cholesterol levels through physical exertion. We can increase our bicep size. We can lower our 1 mile run times, increase the amount of reps we can do on a lift, increase how fast we can row a 2K, increase the distance we can swim or bike. All of these physical improvements are obtainable by anyone who is willing to put in the time and the practice. My girlfriend tells me our human ancestors developed bigger brains by hunting and gathering on the plains. Our brains developed through physical exertion. Our brain power seems to be closely linked to exercise. Perhaps brain power is linked to personal wealth too. I like achieving goals that I initially think are impossible. I want to have a net worth of $100 million one day soon. I currently think that is an impossible goal, but I dare to dream it, to write it down, to express it, regardless of how silly it sounds. Exercise and dreaming are two of my favorite hobbies. In 1992, after watching the Olympic Games in Barcelona, I decided to try to make the 1996 Olympic sculling team. I went for it, all in. I moved from Indiana to Virginia and met with Igor Grinko, the national team sculling coach, on the Occoquan Reservoir in Virginia to see what I needed to do. I gave it a shot and fell short of the goal 4 years later. I seriously began to question my personal mantra of conceive, believe, achieve. Maybe I can't accomplish everything I put my mind to accomplish. Maybe I should just quit trying to be great and be satisfied with being average. Those were some of my thoughts at the time. I've since come back around to my mama's way of thinking. In 2009, I decided I wanted to row across the Chesapeake Bay, from Reedville, Virginia to Tangier Island and back. Round trip, the row would be 28 miles. I don't know of anyone else who has ever tried this. The distance was not the scary part, however. The scary part was navigating across the Chesapeake Bay, which is notorious for fussy weather, huge container ships, and tricky tides, all on a little rowboat. I failed in my first attempt to row to Tangier Island, but in 2010, my friend Mike and I were able to complete the 28-mile row in one day. I once thought I could not complete an Ironman triathlon. I barely completed a half Ironman and thought there was no way I could ever do a full one. Seriously, I thought I would look like a fool to try a full Ironman. Nevertheless, in 2012, I completed the Louisville Ironman in 15 hours, 31 minutes, and 59 seconds. Prior to that, a doctor told me I should never run again in order to keep from re-injuring an old knee injury. I thought I would never run again for that reason. In 2013, I finished the Marine Corps Marathon in 5 hours, 18 minutes, and 39 seconds. So far, so good with the knees. In 2007, I decided one of my life's goals was to row across an ocean. In 2016, my girlfriend Cindy and I will set out to row one of the world's toughest oceans, the North Atlantic. We will set off in May of next year from Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and will arrive in Brest, France. This is undoubtedly one of the biggest and toughest undertakings of my life so far. This project is me not settling for an average life, testing limits, and expanding my capabilities. This project is because my mama told me I could do and become whatever I put my mind to. My name is James Capel, and I'm rowing the North Atlantic Ocean next year with my girlfriend Cindy. Find out if we succeed or fail. Follow our expedition at 1000leagues.com.